You ever have one of those mornings where the world just flips on you in the blink of an eye? That was me right there, sitting on my porch, sun on my face, coffee, just right, thinking the only thing I'd have to worry about was whether I wanted 2 eggs or 3 for breakfast. Then that peace shatters no warning, because the one sound you never want to hear around here isn't an engine failing or even a thunderstorm rolling in early. It's Brenda, or, as we all call her, HOA Karen. I swear her voice could strip paint off an old pickup. That woman's a siren in all the worst ways, and trust me, when she's wound up, you know life's about to get very complicated. Now you gotta understand, this airstrip isn't just some hobby for me. It's my business, my freedom, my little slice of the American dream. I built it up, poured every bit of myself into it, and it's been here longer than half the houses in this whole development. Heck, old man Henderson used to land his battered crop duster out here back before Brenda even knew what an HOA was. But to her, that's just another detail to trample under the heel of her precious bylaws. So there I am, mug halfway to my lips, and all I hear is Brenda shrieking at poor Henderson, "You can't be serious." "Miss Brenda," I hear him yell from his hangar voice, echoing desperate but defiant. That's the thing about Brenda. She's relentless. Doesn't matter if you've lived here 50 years or 5 minutes. She's got her rules, and by God, she's going to make you follow them if it's the last thing she does. I set my coffee down, little louder than I meant to, honestly, because everyone knows ignoring Brenda just makes her louder. And believe me, nobody wants that. I stroll out to the fence line, hands in my pockets, and there she is, bristling, red-faced, waving this stupid laminated paper around like it's the Dead Sea Scrolls. She shouts about Section 4B, Subsection 7, noise abatement, aesthetic harmony, you name it. Every word she's jabbing the air like she's conducting a symphony of misery. Behind her, I see the whole cavalry, Mrs. Peterson, the one who blames my dog for every squirrel within a mile, and Mr. Davies, mailbox vigilante extraordinaire. It's not about noise, it's about control, and Brenda loves nothing more than feeling in charge. I'll admit my patience is wearing thinner than cheap coffee. "Brenda, these metal monstrosities are how I make a living," I tell her, pointing at the planes she hates so much. "This airstrip's been zoned for aviation since before the neighborhood even existed." She doesn't care. Instead, she whips out another document, thicker this time, looking like she raided the Library of Congress. "Effective immediately. No aircraft operations are permitted," she crows. "Unanimous vote by the HOA board." Unanimous, huh? Funny. I'm supposed to be on that board, but I was out on a supply run for work. Real work, the kind that keeps people alive, not policing garden gnomes. She's got the main road blocked, cars everywhere. People actually setting up lawn chairs to watch this circus. My pilot, Mike, texts me. "Boss, what now?" Brenda's dug in. I just stare at this blockade, wondering if it's real life or a bad sitcom. Then I get that feeling in my chest, the one that says, "You know what? Time to stop playing nice." Brenda's all smirks, telling me maybe I should find a quieter line of work. That's the moment something inside me snaps, not with anger, but with this strange, almost peaceful determination. I decide right there I'm gonna turn this day on its head. While Brenda's busy quoting bylaws, I duck out and call my attorney Mark, a guy with a legal mind sharp enough to slice cheese paper thin and a sense of humor that usually only comes out when I'm about to do something nuts. "What's the law on dropping stuff by parachute over your own property?" I ask him. There's a long pause. "You're not planning what I think you are, right?" he says. I grin. "Only if it's legal." He says it's a gray area, but federal rules beat the HOA every time. As long as I'm not dropping pianos on anyone's head, I might just get away with it. You know what I mean? That's when things start to get fun. I call up Mike. Tell him to prep the old C-130. Hercules, the pride of my little fleet, this retired military cargo plane, ugly as sin, but reliable as sunrise. We're not landing. We're doing a precision airdrop, just like in the Arctic runs. Only this time it's not for scientists or disaster relief. It's to remind Brenda that when you block a road, some folks just find a higher route. My team jumps into action. Jed and Bob, the Miller brothers. Local legends come over to help set up a makeshift landing zone in the far back corner of my land. Jed cracks. "You want bleachers for the crowd?" I tell him. "Just the cones, Jed. We want impact, not a parade." Meanwhile, Brenda's still playing Queen Bee by the barricade, even brought a picnic and a stack of HOA newsletters. She looks so smug, I almost feel bad about what's coming next. Almost. By sunset, everything's ready. The air smells like oil and adrenaline. Mike gives me the thumbs up, boss, all systems green. This is gonna be epic. I can barely contain my excitement, half wild, half terrified, all in. Just before takeoff, I shoot off an anonymous tip to the local news, "Unexpected aerial delivery tonight. Keep your cameras ready. If we're doing this, we're doing it big." Flying the Hercules is a rush every time. It's a beast, loud, massive, impossible to ignore. Up in the cockpit, Mike's checking instruments, both of us grinning like kids on Christmas Eve. "Target in sight," he says. 4 minutes. I watch the town shrink below us, twinkling lights, a peaceful scene about to get a wake-up call. I double-check the cargo, everything packed, GPS tagged, ready to drop. Then the cargo bay doors open, cold air blasting through the smell of jet fuel and my heart pounding louder than the engines. We make one wide loop line up the markers Jed set out, and Mike calls it 3, 2, 1, release. 4 big parachutes blossom in the dusk, floating down slow and perfect onto my land. From above, I imagine Brenda's face. Her whole little army, frozen eyes wide, jaws on the ground because nobody, not even Karen, can stop the sky. We bank away the Hercules, rumbling off into the night. I can just picture the aftermath, Brenda shrieking phones, blowing up neighbors, taking videos, the news scrambling to keep up. By the time I land at the next town over, my phone is going nuts. Texts from Mark, headlines like, "HOA blockade, circumvented by aerial drop." Even the cops get involved, but the officer just sighs, says, "Try to keep it less dramatic next time, Mr. Miller." I give him my best innocent smile, me and he just shakes his head. Later back at my place, Jed and Bob are there hauling in the supplies. "You should have seen Brenda." Jed says, still laughing. "She looked like she bit into a lemon and found a hand grenade inside." Even the cops couldn't keep a straight face. The medical supplies are all safe and sound, delivered right on target, and Brenda, well, rumor is she's already looking at houses in a quieter neighborhood. That night, sitting on my porch, I get messages from Henderson and half the old-timers cheering, sending pictures of parachutes, laughing emojis everywhere. "You showed her, Miller, best damn delivery I ever made." And as for Brenda, she learned something every HOA crusader should remember. You can block the road, but you can't block the sky. Sometimes when people try to box you and the only way out is up, way, way up. So yeah, maybe I started something. Maybe tomorrow brings lawyers' meetings a new round of threats. Maybe not. But for tonight, with the scent of jet fuel still in the air and my coffee back in hand, I feel like I did something right. Now here's my question to you folks. Where do you draw the line between rules and real life? When does order turn into overreach? Let me know down in the comments, because trust me, this story's far from over.